Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, the bond to the Apostle Elder Great Milson, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's pushing and believing in truth through our true sincerity, and sacrificing their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men and women in children that are sitting and listening, and shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. In the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, his only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video right here will be entitled An End of an Era. And I entitled this video title because meditating on the current state of things in this world, and not just in this world, but primarily Esau Edom's kingdom, so-called white man's kingdom. You notice that a lot of the things that he relish have taken joy in and things of that nature is fastly diminishing. You see that other heathen, like for example, you see even like for example, an older Edomite will be like, oh yeah, well, back in my day, you could freely do this, you could freely do that. Stuff was cheaper, and those in like in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that was probably some of the golden eras of Babylon. But now this place has completely fallen, and now, well, not completely fallen, but it's falling at a very rapid and fast rate to the point of where these Edomites are missing those old days. Edomites missing their supremacy and their power. Ultimately, the Lord will destroy them. But let me go ahead and grab this verse real quick. So I'm about to go to 2 Ezra chapter 14. Let me get there real quick. 2 Ezra chapter 14. This 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 13. Now therefore set thine eyes. Salakia. Let me reread that. This 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 13. Now therefore set thy house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such as them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. And yeah, ultimately you're supposed to be setting your house in order, get your shit together, get your shit right. Not just with yourself. Well, this not quite literally. This could be quite literally too, but this is more so ailing towards the fact of ultimately, you're supposed to be getting your body together, your mind together, things of that nature. You're supposed to be getting your spirit ready for what's about to happen, your mind mentally prepared for the troubles that's about to come upon this earth. Verse 14, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away burdens of man, and put off now the weak nature. And the weak nature is this flesh, this weak nature, the fleshly things, the earthly things. We can't worry too much about. I'm not saying just say fucking and don't work, don't pay your bills. That ain't what the scripture is saying. Put off fleshly things like worry and overthinking, stuff for that nature. Worrying about weak things like debt and stuff. Like, now granted, you do have to pay bills, that ain't what I'm saying, but a lot of these things gonna go away in a minute when all this is eradicated. So yeah, so ultimately, a lot of these things are gonna be eradicated ultimately. So all that worrying and shit ain't gonna matter when the Lord completely obliterates this place. Everything's gonna vanish, everything's gonna be burnt up. Verse 15, and set aside verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Yeah, because everything, in the grand scheme of things, when all this shit pop off with the MOTB, Jacob's Trouble, you ain't gonna be worrying about how much money you got in your bank account. You're gonna be worrying about your survival, your survival and things, your life. Nothing's mattered more than your life and what you gotta deal with and put up with, far as protecting yourself, make sure you're protected. But ultimately, the Lord is about to protect us. That's all we can hope for, and that's all we are hoping for. We praying and fasting and getting our mind right for spiritual intervention and spiritual and divine intervention. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're wanting. That's what we need. Because Revelation 12 and 12 is about to happen. So when that MOTB comes, when martial law comes, when all of these woes and calamities come upon the earth, we're looking forward to divine intervention. Verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And these evils is about to open a whole can of worms, man. The Lord is about to come to this place and fuck this place up. So ultimately, Esau Edom is knowing this. Like recently, it was like a year or two ago. Esau has said, "Oh yeah, well, them UFOs, they always been here. This ain't no conspiracy theory. Them UAPs, them UFOs, unidentified flight objects or whatever, that has been here since for a while, man. The Lord has his eyes on this place. So between, I say, early 1900s, now 1900s, 1920s, 1930s. So like from Esau, you know, like through history, you see because ultimately their forefathers built this place up, and their forefathers committed all this bloodshed, all this pain, all this suffering. They've committed all of that. They did all of those things, and now they're seeing the trouble that is causing them. Let's see. For thou look. Verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Salakia. And ultimately these evils are increasing. The Lord's getting ready to move on this place. And also Esau power structure, the way he set shit up is falling. Edomites even whistleblowing Edomites even telling the truth about, what such and such, what this elite said is true. Oh, America's falling. Oh, America ain't the same no more. Because the mirth of these people have left and disappeared and diminished. And I'm gonna kind of cut this video short because I gotta run in, clock in. I'm gonna finish the rest of this video. Either I'm gonna finish it or I'm gonna finish it now or I'm gonna finish it later. This is Sirach. Oh no, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and I start at verse 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of men, and the living will lay it to his own heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of countenance the heart is made better. Ultimately, I'll read verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And ultimately, these people want to be in mirth still, but ultimately, that mirth is going away. You see that Christmas ain't celebrated as much. When I was younger, it was Christmas every day, every year. Presidents, snow outside, going to see your family, going out, doing all that bug shit. That shit is, when you don't see Christmas parties no more, Christmas rallies. You don't even hang around your family no more. You better off working when you get older. All these things that were vastly celebrated and wanted, they ain't wanted no more. They're not vastly celebrated no more because Esau Edom has completely the Lord has completely set Esau Edom up for failure. These Edomites can't once like slavery. You could tell Jake even though you can't still tell Jake what to do in a sense, but it ain't the 1950s no more. Oh, my slave master. No, it ain't like that no more. Jake will cuss the Edomite out or even put hands on the Edomite now. Edomites missing that power. Ultimately, that power and their power structure is being taken away from them. Let me see. Ultimately, this place is getting the life sucked out of it. The mirth getting sucked out of it and everything. And now, to finish, I'm going to get Isaiah chapter 14. This is Isaiah chapter 14. I missed it. Oh, went up too fast. How long is this? Oh, yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 14. I jumped down. I'll jump down to verse 10. Actually, verse 9. Verse 10, verse 10. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 9. Verse 10, Salakia. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And yet ultimately in the kingdom, Esau Edom's going to be brought down to a low state. Even now he's being brought down to a low state. But these other nations are going to be like, damn, you weak as us now? You ain't that mighty. All these nations going to be like, damn, we was fearing this place. Now they not fearing this place no more. They see all the things that this place brings. All it brings is death, destruction, and sadness and pain. And when this place fall, they're gonna be like, damn, this what we was scared to go to war with? This who you scared to go to war with? I'm gonna jump to verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And yeah, Esau Edom has fully dominated these nations, pursuing the revelation when Satan was bound in prison. And he was let out for a little while, or was it in let me see, bottomless pit? Because ultimately Esau was bound for 1,000 years, and now he's back in the earth doing all the shit that he was supposed to do, that he will do. And about let me see. I might have passed it. And ultimately, this Revelation chapter 20 and verse 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up. And yeah, this is during the dark ages. We shut Esau up. The Lord shut Esau up for those amount of time. During that time, also, all the apostles had died. That old silence, but ultimately, that's another video for another day. But ultimately, Esau Edom was down. He was in those he was in those rocks, he was a caveman. Ultimately, he was bound and shut, and ultimately, through the course of time, Esau has slowly been working his way up, and then set a seal upon him that should deceive the nations no more, till 1,000 years shall be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. And this little season is now. Esau was shackled up, chained up in the rocks in a low state. Like Nebuchadnezzar, he was just like Nebuchadnezzar for those years. For those 1,000 years. And ultimately, the Lord allowed Esau to get back out and cause havoc, deceive the nations, have nukes, play with nukes, and ultimately set his infrastructure up. But now the Lord is about to completely obliterate Esau Edom. We ain't to that point of obliteration yet. Let me re-say that. Esau is about to get his power system knocked down, but his complete obliteration won't be until the kingdom. But ultimately, ultimately Esau's going to fall. Nonetheless, and at the end of the day, man, the Lord is about to commit very mass and utter destruction on this place, man. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long. Lord willing, this video is edifying. And before I close out, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, or Kakadash. Lord willing, this video is edifying. On to the next one. Shalom.